Video 8, Gathering Primary Data, Qualitative Methods Area I both Subcompetencies 1.4.1. Review the learning objectives for this video. This is one of my favorite topics to teach because qualitative methods are where you really get to hear the human stories behind the numbers. Qualitative data collection methods are essential tools in the health educator's assessment toolkit. While quantitative methods like surveys tell you what is happening and how much of it exists, qualitative methods tell you why it is happening and how people experience it. That distinction is critical for the certification exam and for your day-to-day practice. Qualitative data is collected through methods that allow participants to share their experiences, perspectives, beliefs, and stories in their own words. Rather than checking boxes or selecting numbers on a scale, participants engage in conversation, discussion, or deliberation. The data you collect is rich, detailed, and full of context. Let me give you an example that really brings this to life. A survey might tell you that 60% of adults in your community do not meet physical activity guidelines. That is important information, but it does not tell you why. Qualitative methods can reveal that people feel unsafe walking in their neighborhoods, that working parents cannot find time for exercise, that cultural norms discourage certain types of physical activity for women, or that community members do not see physical activity as a priority compared to more pressing economic concerns. These insights are essential for designing programs that actually address the real barriers people face. Qualitative data also plays a vital role in ensuring cultural competence. When you listen to community members describe their health experiences in their own language and frameworks, you gain understanding that no standardized survey can provide. This is why the CHES exam emphasizes the value of combining quantitative and qualitative approaches. Together, they create a complete picture. Quantitative data provides the breadth, and qualitative data provides the depth. You need both, and understanding that will serve you well. Now let us look at the two most common qualitative methods in health education: focus groups and individual interviews. Understanding the strengths of each will help you choose the right tool for the job. Focus groups are structured group discussions, typically involving 6 to 10 participants who share a common characteristic relevant to your assessment. A trained facilitator, sometimes called a moderator, guides the conversation using a semi-structured discussion guide with open-ended questions. The power of focus groups lies in the group dynamic. When one person shares an experience, it often triggers others to share related stories, add nuance, or offer different perspectives. This interactive process can generate insights that individual interviews might not uncover, and that is really exciting when it happens. Focus groups are also efficient because you can gather perspectives from multiple people in a single session, typically lasting 60 to 90 minutes. However, focus groups do have limitations, and the exam will test you on these. Some participants may dominate the discussion while quieter individuals remain silent. Groupthink can occur when participants conform to what they perceive as the majority opinion rather than sharing their honest views. And certain sensitive topics, such as substance abuse, sexual health, or mental health, may be too personal for participants to discuss openly in a group setting. That is where individual in-depth interviews come in. These are one-on-one conversations between the interviewer and a participant, typically lasting 30 to 60 minutes. They provide greater depth and privacy. Participants are more likely to share honest, detailed responses about sensitive or stigmatized topics when they are not in front of peers. The trade-off is time. Conducting and analyzing 20 individual interviews takes significantly more time than conducting 3 focus groups. For the exam, remember that the choice between focus groups and interviews depends on the sensitivity of the topic, the resources available, and the type of information you need. There is no single right answer. It depends on your situation. Now let me introduce you to 2 specialized qualitative methods that appear frequently on the CHES exam. These are the nominal group technique and the Delphi panel. I think you will find these really elegant in their design because they are specifically built to achieve group consensus while minimizing the social biases that can distort group processes. The nominal group technique, often abbreviated as NGT, is a structured in-person group process. It typically involves 5 to 9 participants and follows a specific 4-step sequence. Step 1 is silent generation. Each participant individually writes down their ideas or responses to a question without any discussion. This ensures everyone contributes without being influenced by others. Step 2 is round-robin sharing. Each participant takes turns sharing one idea at a time, which the facilitator records on a visible chart or board. No discussion or evaluation occurs during this phase. Step 3 is group discussion. After all ideas are recorded, participants discuss and clarify the items. Step 4 is voting and ranking. Each participant privately ranks or votes on the ideas, and the results are tallied to produce a prioritized list. The beauty of NGT is that it equalizes participation. Quiet members contribute equally during the silent generation phase, and the structured sharing prevents any single person from dominating. Now the Delphi panel method takes a completely different approach. Instead of bringing people together in person, the Delphi method uses multiple rounds of anonymous surveys. A panel of experts, typically 8 to 15 individuals, receives a questionnaire. Their responses are compiled, summarized, and sent back to the panel. Each panelist then reviews the group results and has the opportunity to revise their own responses. This process repeats through 2 to 4 rounds until the group reaches consensus. The Delphi method is ideal when your experts are geographically dispersed, when anonymity is important to reduce the influence of authority figures, or when you need consensus from specialists who might be reluctant to disagree openly in person. For the exam, here is the key distinction I want you to lock in. NGT is face-to-face with structured voting in one session, while Delphi is anonymous, multi-round, and conducted remotely. If you remember that, you will be in great shape. Read the scenario stem aloud. Give students 30 seconds to consider options before advancing. The correct answer is C. The correct answer is C because the nominal group technique is specifically designed to equalize participation among group members with varying levels of authority. The silent idea generation phase prevents dominant voices from influencing others, and the anonymous ranking ensures each participant's vote carries equal weight. Option A would gather input but would not produce a group prioritized list. Option B risks having the CEO and commissioner dominate the discussion. Option D lacks the interactive discussion phase that helps the group clarify and refine priorities. Summarize the key takeaways.